What's the main reason for you being here today?
Well, there's a couple, but I think one of them is finances.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so whereabouts, if we look at finances for a start, whereabouts are you in relation to that?
I just kind of feel like it's always a struggle, and I'm just never quite getting to where I want to be. And just when things start to sort of seem like they're evening out a bit, then something like a big bill comes in, and it's kind of just like always catch up.
Well, where would you rather be with your finances?
I'd rather have enough money to pay for things and have some left over.
Fantastic. Okay, so why can't you at the moment? Other than having the belief that there's never enough, and every time I seem to get ahead, something comes along to take away my money again.
Well, I guess part of the money coming in is dependent on other people. So, because I run my own business, so therefore, like, it's dependent on the sales coming in order to have the money to cover everything.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at using a tool called Emotional Freedom Techniques, or EFT, which is going to help us clear away the stress around those beliefs and hopefully recreate some new beliefs so that you can start to attract the ideal business that's you and your flow, doing what you love, and with that comes a true feeling of inner wealth that then will attract more on the outside. Okay, because usually what happens is if you're not getting enough wealth, you're just not doing enough of what makes you feel wealthy. Even though I'm always struggling to get ahead. And I don't know why. I don't know where this belief came from. I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Okay, so I've always struggled. Side of the eye. I believe I have to struggle in order for things to be valued under the eye. And I'm not going to value myself if I haven't worked hard and struggled under the nose. Therefore, everything's always a struggle. Chin, I'm always struggling. Put in a lot of effort, but get minimal return. There's never enough for me. Or there's only just enough. And I want a lot more than that. I want more than enough. To be able to pay the bills. And to live abundantly. Under the arms. But there isn't at the moment. Or at least I fear there isn't. Even though I've survived up until now. I still fear that there's never going to be enough. Top of the head. There's never been enough. I've never been enough. And that's why I've always struggled. So once again, I'm fearing that there's not going to be enough. Deep breath out. Okay, did any memories come up for you on that one? Or any situations?
I guess the thing that came up for me was that it's not so much the fear, but just like the frustration of not being able to get ahead.
Okay, so we're going to frustration. Okay, and I really want you to go into those feelings that come up so we can release them. Okay. So even though you can do either hand, or at any time too, you can do whatever. Even though I feel really frustrated. That I've put in a lot. And I'm getting nothing back. Or only just a little. And I'm sick of it. I've had enough. But it's because of this frustration. That's why I'm getting the results I'm getting. So I choose to let go of this frustration. And so I deeply and completely love and accept myself for doing this. I'm sick of it. I've had enough. I'm so frustrated. That there never seems to be enough. Side of the eye. This frustration. This anger. I choose to let it go. I want to let it go. Under the eye. Because I see how it's of no benefit to me. It's of no benefit to me. Under the nose. This frustration. This anger.
anger,
this belief
this belief
that there's never enough,
that there's never enough,
that I have to struggle.
I have to struggle.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight into that. Okay, so I believe, we won't set this up because we're on the context already,
Yeah, I believe
that things are a struggle.
that things are a struggle.
Side of the eyes, they've always been a struggle.
They've always been a struggle.
They always will be a struggle.
They always will be a struggle.
Under the eye, this belief
This belief
that things are a struggle.
that things are a struggle.
Under the nose, I'm going to go back
I'm going to go back
in my subconscious,
in my subconscious.
chin, and I'm going to find out
I'm going to find out
the first time
first time
that this belief
that this belief
became a reality.
became a reality. It was in when I was at school.
Mm-hmm. Okay, collarbone. Tell me about that situation.
I just felt like when I was doing creative things, like I always took so long to do things and had to try hard for things
Under the arm.
and there was one time when I wanted to we were doing like a school play and I wanted to try out for one of the singing leads and this girl was always like that, was always the lead role again.
Mm-hmm.
And so some adult, I think I was in class 4, some adult said to me, I'll just go to your teacher and tell her that you want to have a go as well. So I waited back and I was terrified. And I was, I don't know, 7 or 8 or something.
Yeah.
Waited back for the scary teacher and when all the kids have gone and said, I really want to, like Sophie always gets to play the lead roles, I really want to have a try out for it. And she turned around and said, don't be so ridiculous, you can't sing, just go home and stop this nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
And
Chin, how'd you feel about that?
I felt mortified.
Yeah.
And this day, I've never really sung since then. I've had this, it was so, got all my courage together to stay back and ask her, and she just like slammed me.
Mm.
So
Soul destroying.
yeah, and it's sort of reinforced that the notion that if you ask for what you want, then you just get humiliated for it. So you kind of have to go around it the back way, which means that you have to do a lot of struggle to get to what you want, because you can't just go straight to it, because then you get
mortified.
Yeah.
Killed, pretty much.
Yeah.
Emotionally.
Humiliated, slammed. Yeah.
Eyebrows. So this belief that I've now uprooted.
So this belief that I've now uprooted.
Side of the eyes. When I went to the teacher.
So when I went to the teacher.
And told her I wanted to be the lead role.
And told her I wanted to be the lead role.
Under the eye, because I wanted to be.
Because I wanted to be.
I'm ready to let it go.
I'm ready to let it go.
Under the nose. So you notice the physical symptoms?
Yeah.
Yeah? So I'm ready to release.
So I'm ready to release.
Chin, this belief.
This belief.
That if I ask for what I want.
If I ask for what I want.
Collarbone. I'm going to be mortified.
I'm going to be mortified.
I'm going to be emotionally killed.
I'm going to be emotionally killed.
I'm going to be soul destroyed.
Be soul destroyed.
Under the arm. So therefore I'm not going to do that.
And rejected.
And rejected.
So therefore I'm not going to do that.
Because I don't want to feel this rejection.
Because I don't want to feel this rejection.
Anymore.
Top
of the head. Even though that's how I'm feeling every day.
Even though that's how I'm feeling every day.
That's how it feels. I'm putting in all this effort.
That's how I feel. I'm putting in all this effort.
Struggling very hard.
Struggling very hard.
Eyebrows, but feeling completely rejected.
But feeling completely rejected.
So